Alright guys, totally messed up. My battery died. Alright, but I am going to give you exactly what I did here, alright, to replace these bilstein struts in the front. Alright, so pretty much what you're going to do is to take out this strut. The easiest way is to remove the bolt here, right there, the nut and the bolt. You push it out with the, put a screwdriver here and tap it out, right, and the whole bolt comes out. And there's 3 bolts on the top. This is the new already, guys. You've seen how the old one looks like, and I already have the spacer in there. All right, this is about 1.5 inches. But anyways, this little guy has 3 bolts, 1, 2, and there's one on the top, 3 nuts. All right, so this whole shock is already free. All right, leave 1 bolt behind with a couple of threads on, so it's just there hanging. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go down here. There's a big bolt right here. Let me hold this in a perfect angle. There's a bolt here, 19, and there's one on the opposite side right here, also 19. Remove both of these. All right, the control arm is gonna be free. All right, but the control arm is not gonna move out because this shock can come straight down. All right, the strut can come straight down. So what you need to do is you need to loosen up these bolts right here. All right, but these bolts are very important, guys. All right, there's one here and there's one over there. That's for the lower control arm. So what you're gonna do is, like I did right here, you see that marking right there with the marker right there? You're gonna mark it here and on this side, all right, because that's for the alignment. All right, so you're gonna put the alignment back in the same place. All right, you're gonna just loosen this. All right, and if your car probably has a bolt that are stuck, all right, because I remember moving this before. We did put new bolts in, we did cut everything out. Oh yeah, I did the same thing. You see the markings right there? All right, and once that is both are loose, since we have this bolt out, the 2 bolts on the ball joint down here, and those loose, this whole thing is gonna just fall down. All right, and the strut is ready to come down. All you need to do is remove one of that, and then you put it on the strut machine and you fix everything up. Oh, I did replace the control arm here. So to replace the control arm, you need to remove this bolt right here. There's a cotter pin here. I do have a little video of that, and then I did the strut. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put the video right after this, since I'm talking while I'm recording this. I was removing all this to take out the strut. The strut will not come out if you remove all this. Just to let you know, the strut is not gonna come out. All right, it's probably gonna come out, but you're gonna struggle a lot. So you don't need to remove that. Oleo though, if you cannot get those bolts, you do not want to mess with those bolts. Then take everything out, put this control arm up, facing up. If you're not replacing it, I did replace this control arm. All right, I still gotta put those connectors back, and you see that I still have a number 10 up there that needs to go. All right, this goes right there. Oh, I'm sorry, this goes right there. All right, and this has a long bolt that goes out. All right, so that's how you're gonna do it. And the spacer has a little adapters in there. So on the studs of the original strut mount, this is like a little adapter that becomes another stud, longer, higher, goes right through. The spacer goes in, and the bolts go on the top. Right, so that's it, guys. One thing you're gonna encounter is, if you're putting the spacer in, your control arm is gonna have to lift up a lot. All right, you're really not gonna have any absorbing into the system. All right, so but anyways, that's how you're gonna do it. I am gonna post the rest of the video, and that's it, guys. And I did the back ones, so the front and the back are done. All right, to do the back, you're probably gonna have to heat up that right there. Be careful, there's a fuel tank right next to it. So heat up that bolt, and that bolt comes out from right here, number 19. That's what I use. So if you have original shock, it might be a different size. You can hold down here and turn there, but you do need to heat up. It's not gonna come out. Down here, you have number 17 right here. All right, this bolt comes out and the shock comes out this way, but the top has to come out first. All right, don't worry about this thing. You don't need to put any floor jack down here to get it off, but to put it back in, you are gonna need a floor jack. All right, so put a floor jack down here to lift it up a little bit, so this whole thing can be pushed up, but it's not gonna fall down on you, because as long as you're a sway bar link, all that is good. You should be in good health. But just anyway, guys, do put a floor jack just in case. All right, things go wrong, because you don't want to stretch those brake lines. You see the brake lines in there? You do not want to stretch those. You do not want to destroy those. All right, So guys, thank you for watching my video. Stay tuned. I'm gonna make another video which is gonna be about the spacers here. All right, and I do have the spacers over here. This is the spacers for the hub, so the wheel is gonna come out probably 1.5 inches. All right, that's gonna be done on all 4. I'm gonna show how to do one, and the rest of one should be all the same. All right, do tighten your bolts really good. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like my videos.